Hi, I'm Patrick Kelly, Director of Governmental Affairs for Palmetto State Teachers Association, and I'm recording this quick message to ask every PSTA member to pick up the phone in the coming week and call your South Carolina Senator to ask for their support of Senate review and passage of H 4280, the Educator Assistance Act, prior to the end of this legislative session. Now, to be clear, PSTA does not believe there is any single policy action the General Assembly can take that would completely reverse the state's record educator shortages. But aside from the historic investments in educator salaries contained in the House version of the state budget, PSTA also believes there is no other policy currently in the General Assembly that has passed at least one step of the legislative process that holds more promise to enhance educator retention in South Carolina than the Educator Assistance Act. Passage of this bill into law would remove duplicative and redundant non-instructional burden on educators, most notably by creating a permanent professional certificate and removing the requirement to submit paperwork every 5 years to document 120 hours of professional learning that teachers already did as part of their contract. The bill would also enhance professionalism for teachers by making them aware of their salaries as part of the contract process, and by changing state statute regarding breach of contract situations so that teachers are treated in a more humane and professional way in the event of breach, especially for a situation like military spousal deployment or moving to care for an ailing family member. Now, in spite of the great things that this bill would do, it faces a pretty significant hurdle to get to the finish line by May and get to Governor McMaster, simply because the time is ticking on this legislative session. There's only 6 weeks remaining at the time I'm recording this video. And so for this bill to get through a Senate subcommittee, committee, and the full floor of the Senate, it's going to take action soon. And this is why PSTA is asking members not to send an email, but to make a phone call. Phone calls are documented to have more impact as an advocacy tool. So all you need to do is use the link in this email to call your senator and ask for them to push for passage of the Educator Assistance Act. When you call, you're likely to get a staff member, and in that instance, leave your name, your number. Please indicate that you're a constituent of the senator and ask for the senator's support of H 4280. If you get a voicemail, do the same thing. Leave your name, a callback number, indicate you're a constituent, and ask your senator to pass H 4280 before the end of this session. In order for this to get to the finish line, it's going to take a concerted effort on the part of educators and those that support educators in South Carolina. Thank you so much for taking the time to make this important call, and please be on the lookout for additional information from PSTA for how to advocate for this policy and other policies like it before the end of this legislative session.